there to install that, and out again. Right, have we got everything in these now? No, we don't have our shadow head up here, but this one does have everything apart from the light. Is the light in? The light is in because it's flashing. So let's actually, we'll take the whole thing just to make life easier. Let's duplicate you right down this side, just keeping an eye on that money, although we're looking alright. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's annoying. I should have paid more attention to that. Ay. Right, so apparently that's going to be a 3-wide corridor when it gets down to this stage. There's not a lot we can do about it at this stage, to be honest, because we've made our bed. We made a choice down here. We could potentially look at doing all sorts of awkward things and moving that corridor. But I think we are just going to have to deal with it. Let's let you out. And then we can go and quick build up this side as well. The other option we have, of course, is we can make one large luxury cell somewhere along the line and let someone have the joys of a bit of extra space and maybe even turn it into a dormitory. But I think for the time being we'll just deal with that not quite lining up. Eventually it will probably drive me insane and we'll sort it out, but we're good for the time being. Right. So you're teaching away in there, that's good. We're getting all of these installed. We're going to have to run some utilities up here as well. Run that straight down there like that. That can join up, actually. We will join it up on this side, I think. We might need to give this section its own boiler, because it's going to start getting a fair way away from there. We are definitely going to have to run some large pipe up along so we can service right down this side. Let's let them get to work on that. Right. How you doing, Neob38? It's good to have you here. Thank you for joining us. So they're getting all that in. Lovely. Now, what is this going to grow our capacity to? A fair bit, I would say. That may even push us straight up to the 50. How are we doing on our needs? Staff needs, everyone's relatively happy. Food is still a bit of an issue there, and recreation. But guys, you've got a pool table now. I mean, I don't know what more you want. A pool table is just the ultimate way to have fun, surely. Everything has calmed down now. We no longer really have the need for the infirmary for the time being, because they've stopped trying to kill each other. Which is preferred. There's a long old line of delivery trucks bringing the stuff in for our new cells. Cleaning. I mean, you guys don't seem to be working particularly hard. You kind of just seem to be wandering around. I think as well, now that we've got some money, it might be time that we start installing a few metal detectors at some choke points. We'll do that there. We're going to take the large jail door off the canteen now, and we're going to replace that with some metal detectors as well, because we don't want people bringing forks and stuff out of the canteen. Need to connect up some hot water pipe to the radiator. How many workmen have we got? That many, right. We'll wait till we take on this new intake and then we might get ourselves a few new workmen. Can we, I mean, why are people just vomiting seemingly everywhere? This place is filthy. Come on, guys. Let's get ourselves set up. While we wait for that, let's drop in our small pipes up each way like that. Join them up. They're going to need hot water pipes as well, which are going to come out to, we may just plonk a water boiler outside here, I think. Is that utilities? Yep. Let's put one of them there. And drop down like that. Wonderful. So, we have some metal detectors in here. Are they powered? Yes, they are, because there's just a mess of cables underneath there. You've taken that out of there, which is good, and that means that we can now install another metal detector there. What we might do is, to avoid a bit of a choke point there, let's give people 2 ways into the canteen, and we'll put metal detectors on both of them. Let's put another one there, hopefully catch a few people. We're going to need, this power is always already running to that one, that's good, that can go there. We will stick some metal detectors up the top there as well. These are, I mean, they're taking their time to come online, but we can't really afford any more workmen, because I mean, we take 2 of those on and we're in the negative in terms of cash flow, which we cannot really afford. Once we take in these new 30 odd prisoners though, hopefully that'll bump us up on our dailies. Our days without incident should be growing as well now, hopefully. Yep. Boom, that's getting up there now. 2.5 days without a stabbing, which is always ideal. Right, guys, if we could just plough through the night and get this going, that'd be wonderful. If we can get everybody ready to go, we can get a nice new intake in what is now looking like it's going to be a couple of days' time. Staff I think are happy, security I think are happy. We probably want to see if we can get some more research happening. Surveillance, we're going to need cameras sometime soon, so let's get that going. And we'll do intelligence as well, you can move on to that afterwards. We're going to need the armory as well. I mean, we don't really need that, but we might as well give the warden something to do, because she's just sitting about at the moment and being a little bit lazy, so we'll give her something. We've got the money for it. We are still many days away from our long-term investment, and from the looks of things, many days away from our education grant, because these guys are not quick learners, apparently. How are we going in these cells up here? So we still need to get all our walls in. We can remove this bit of planning up here. For the most part, they are coming together. Infirmary. Right, what else do we not have so far? So we don't have a library. We don't have a workshop. We don't need any showers or holding cells. So we're sort of ticking a lot of boxes. We could potentially eventually bring our deliveries and storage areas inside, because at the moment there are just kind of boxes scattered throughout the prison. Let's put metal detector on that exit there. We already have done. It's just not in yet. Wonderful. They're coming along. We've almost got our first finished cells. We have no utilities for them yet though. Did someone get out? Someone got out. Well done. Well done, friend. Alrighty. Everything is just kind of in a bit of a lull for the time being while we wait for these cells to come online, and then I feel like the shit is likely to hit the fan, which, given our first intake of 20 prisoners didn't go super well, and we lost one in the worst possible way, and that he just strutted out the front door, I can only imagine that this next intake of 20 odd people is probably also going to have us doing the same thing. I mean, big fat meat, that's an interesting way that you've chosen to define yourself online. I mean, it conjures up a few serious mental images that I mean, I'm not sure if I love them, but you know, it's a strong username, that's for sure. Right, it's first thing in the morning. How did the boys go at working through the night? Not bad. Not bad, because I think we can bring all of these online now, I think. And all of you as well. What are you missing? That's right, we need to research small cells, don't we? That's why it's saying that they can't come online. It would have been good to have known that previously, so we could have had legal working on that for the time being. So we are not going to be bringing new prisoners in for at least a day, which has kind of put a hold on plans somewhat. Because really, I'm not sure. A workshop potentially might be one way to extend. I mean, we could look to build really quite a big workshop down here. We could loop it around visitation and sort of try and crank up our income that way. Money wise, we are now down to 30 grand, which is still plenty, I think, if we did want to bring a workshop into play. That yard is going to get too small soon enough. But that can sort of become a minsec yard. I'm hearing the noises of altercations. Not again! Not again, Waymark. What have you done now? Found weapons. Why are you carrying weapons? Ay. Right. Evilhead Gaming, hello, welcome. It's good to have you with us. Right, I think we might loop ourselves a workshop around here. I think we can do that. If nothing else, it could be a slightly temporary solution, because I mean, realistically, we're going to end up putting foundations over most of this map. So, you know, how the kind of layout of things are for the time being doesn't really matter, because it's probably going to be a bit chopped and changed later anyway. Right, all of these tiny cells that are too small to actually house anyone at the moment are slowly coming online. What we might do is we might prioritise this for the time being. Did that work? Yeah, there we go. Let's get that happening. Everything is looking alright. So we took one new person in, so we're up to full capacity again. That's now been done down there, so let's bring on our foundation looped around like that. Lovely, so that's going to join up with there. We can't actually chop open that yard yet, simply because if I take that fence out, they're all going to go running, and we don't want that. Let's tell them to prioritise this over those buildings at the top, because until we've done some more research, we're not going to get them anyway. So we're 6 hours away from legal in general, and it's going to be a full day before we can get small cells. So we are a lot further away from bringing these new inmates in than I thought we were. That's alright. That's alright, we can deal with that. So they're getting that in and sorted. Meanwhile, the prison is ticking along now. We've got people ready to cook. Chikatilo up here is hammering. I mean, quick. Quick is a wonderful trait to have when it comes to ironing. And he is hammering through that. So we've nearly got these foundations on. Then we can crack nice big workshop down here. This must be nearly done, surely. What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for down here, team? This tree stump. Oh, they finally removed the tree stump from up there, so well done. Are we we gonna get this done? Are we? Yeah, I mean, it's like a couple of bits down here. It's all we've. Let's just sell these logs if we can. Get these out of the way. Can't sell the tree stump. I mean, why? What are we waiting for here, guys? What are we? Is it this? Yeah, it's probably that, isn't it? That's stopping this from coming online. Because you're all distracted at the top here. But we are looking good up here. So as soon as we've researched small cells, we'll be ready to explode with this population. There we go. Right. Hey, who are you? Oh no, you're a visitor. Woo! I mean, don't scare me like that by just... Why would you choose to exit that way, Carter's girlfriend? Jesus. Right. We don't actually have a wall on this. Can we build wall over the top of that? We can. Perfect. Dangerous time to do it. If everyone can go back inside, please. Thank you. You're off to do some cleaning. Jolly good. That's right. Get visitation clean for tomorrow. Then we need to put the wall back in up here. That's going to become walled off down there. And then we can turn this into a big old workshop. Perfect. We can just put an assortment of saws and presses and carpenter's tables. Now, why are these the only objects in the game that can't be rotated? It's very frustrating. Which side do they work on? They're going to work on that side, aren't they? So we could probably put that down there like that. Is that going to... We might give it some space in between, because otherwise that's not going to sit right. We need some saws, which can't sit nicely. Which way does the carpenter's table go? Let's put a couple of those in. Start lower? No, start there. And then a couple of saws up there. It's a big old workshop. It's probably not the best laid out workshop, if I'm honest, but we can worry about that later. It's getting it in for the time being. Let's put some lights in so they can see what they're doing. Workshop safety is important, people. Just leave that as is. So, visitation is going to have the wonderful sounds of a full flowing workshop. I don't know why they've just put that stack in there. How are we doing? How are we doing? Right, we are in the negative dosh per day, which is not what we want. We could just keep selling stacks of logs. That feels like the way to make money in this game, right? We are now down to $8,000 as well. But I think we've spent our money pretty wisely. I mean, we now have most things sorted. Why is that taking so long? If you can get all that. If we can prioritise all of this, please, guys. This is the important bit for you to be worrying about. Now, they can smuggle stuff out of here, can't they? But if they need potentially a staff door to get into the workshop, that might kind of put a bit of a hold on it. How are we doing? Oh, right. Right. How are we doing temperature-wise? Temperature-wise, canteen is now nice. A nice 21 degrees all around. We have gotten all of our cells at the top here online. Well, not online, but they're done. They're ready. Let's clear all that out. There is a box with a drain there, just chilling. Still, is that a whole bunch of planning in there? No, that's just how that looks. Right, lawyer is done. We can't do small cells because we don't have the money for it yet. Brilliant. We overspent on workshop stuff, team. That's what we've done there. And I would say we would just sort of sit back and wait for some money to roll in, but we can't because we're losing $35 a day. We need this to shoot up. Days without incident needs to rise sharply. We're a long way off that. Can we take an extra grant? We can, because we're done with that. So there's some money we can bring in. Cell block B might not be a bad one, because that's going to be straight away. Although laundry, kitchen, cleaning cupboard, we can't... Can we? Actually, is that just going to be a bang bang? Another one to work in the kitchen. Well, all we need to do, in theory, is that. There's some money. Whew. And I mean, if we're going to do that, now's the time to do it, right? While we're in sort of low capacity, but at the same time, we're not far away from getting sub-op B. You know what? Let's do that while they're in here. Now, how do I get to where I can shoot? Right. So meal quantity, low. Is that what we want? A single low quantity, low variety meal for 2 days. So we're going to need to, I assume, going to need to take out one of these eats. Is that what we're doing? We're doing that. So you can only eat once. We probably then want to drift it, and they can eat for longer to try and make them feel better. I mean, I feel like this can only end poorly, starving your prisoners. But I suppose if you're gonna do it, the time to do it is when you've only got 20 people in the prison.